Hi, everybody, and welcome to the finale of Homomachina. This is session 37, Cut the Strings. We hope you enjoy.
So we started in the parking lot of Short Circuit with our bit of a makeshift posse that we had. Graves and Andra and the three of us. I think that was all the people we had. And JD was already at the tower as far as we know. And Andrew showed us what was going on with Mads and Score out front. And there was reporting on it. I think it was Artie Cole was reporting, if I was not mistaken. And we made our way there. Well, first we called Mads and asked him what the hell he was doing. And he explained he didn't really have much of a plan. But we used it to our advantage when we got there. And we were able to at least get in, I think like a side entrance or so into the lobby. And we tried to sneak to the elevator. And we biffed it. And Andra made up this lie on the spot about needing to get her purse. So we made it to the stairwell without running into any kind of trouble. But then when we got into the stairwell, we ran into turrets, started firing on the way down. And then we ran into this bastard Bing who knows Lucas and hates Lucas and wanted to kill us all. So we got in a bit of a fight with him and a couple other of his chooms. And killed them all. Specifically, Lucas blew him to little tiny pieces and all over the wall with an RPG. And we eventually made our way down to the very bottom floor, where we just walked into a room where Clarice and her personal S model that climbed out of her neck are waiting for us. But also the servers are down there as well, and that's where we're picking up.
Perfect. Yes, so you all are at the bottom of Persona Craft. You all have made it to the bottom floor, B15. Clarice grabs the gun from her thigh holster and points it at you. S stands to the side, and you can see blades starting to slide from sheaths in his arms. I need you all to roll initiative.
I got a 14.
7.
Can I have advantage? I rolled a crit fail on the first roll of the night, so that's a 7 minus 3, a 4.
A 4. Alrighty. Our order is going to be Lucas. The S model, Iris, Cerveau, Clarice. With that, as you all have entered this section of B15, Lucas, you are up.
Okay, I think with knowing that the servers are just off to our right, I guess real quick so we know the wall that separates us and the servers, is it like a solid wall, or is it like what kind of windows in the walls, or what?
There are windows in the walls. Roll me a basic tech check, please.
Basic tech. Basic is a B. There we go. 10.
With a 10, they are windowed. However, those windows are a little tougher than just your normal window, so they are going to be a little bit difficult to break.
Okay. So then I think we will, knowing that the servers are right there to our right, though, we'll move up. Whoops, wrong one. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll use our action to just to dash in. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. No, I did that right. 4, 5 right there, if that's okay.
That works for me. Yeah, you're able to get into that room. You were behind bulletproof glass at that point. With that, is there anything else you wish to do on your turn as you start booking it towards the servers?
No, I think he's just probably loading up I mean, flavor wise, is loading up the RPG as he's running in to hopefully take him out.
You got it. With that, Lucas, you would be able to see it, but Iris and Cerveau, you start to hear it. The elevator starts to move down, and you hear the ding, 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 ding. Those doors open, and you hear 2 shots fired out. That is going to be 32 meters. Okay. You hear those 2 shots go out and they both miss, as you all do see Andra and JD have their guns pointed at Clarice and S, take their shots, and immediately take cover behind the elevator walls. You hear JD scream, "Whatever you're doing, get it done now!" With that, it is S's turn. S is going to, with those blades slipped out of those sheaths. Let's see who he's going to go for. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll use his action to run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is following Lucas, and you can hear those thunderous footsteps of this heavy machine as it is booking it towards you, blades at the ready. It is going to start fighting you melee next round. That is S's turn. Iris, you're up.
We're definitely going to move to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to move here at least. And I think we're going to use that little bit to dash into the room and just stand right here to try and distract S on our next turn. So I think that will be it.
Okay. Alrighty, as you run into that room and hope for a distraction, Cerveau, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to... How far can I even make it right now? Farther than I thought. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this a door to my left, right? Into the meeting room?
That is a door. Yes.
Is it closed?
It is closed.
Does it appear to be locked?
If you jiggle the doorknob, no.
Okay. I will, at this point, raise my very heavy pistol and point it at Clarice. But I will say, before I do anything, call off your S model.
Why would I do that? This is going to be fun.
I was worth a try, but you're fucking psycho. And I'm going to shoot at her.
Okay, roll to hit.
It's 18 meters away. It's pretty far.
You need to have a 20.
A 20, I can do that. Nope, crit fail. 12 minus 7, 5. 2 crit fails to start off with.
Okay. With that, as you take a shot at her, it is now her turn. She cannot see really anybody else.
Real quick, I'm just going to move into that conference room. That's why I asked if it was open.
Ah, okay.
I have 2 more. 1, 2. Yeah, that's my 7.
Alrighty, with that, she can't see you. Let's see who she's going to go after. JD, I warned you, didn't I? And this is what you decide to do. And you brought your little playthings with you. That's fine. That's fine. She will take out a thing from her pocket and press the button. Lucas and Andra both need to make a resist torture and drugs.
I got a 14.
Okay. Takes 7 points directly to your hit points.
Damn.
And she watches the elevator. And you hear the crumpling inside the elevator. And with that, Lucas, you are up.
Okay. How much space is there between the top of the servers and then like the ceiling?
A story is typically about 14 feet tall, so ceiling's probably about 10.
Okay. Because I'm just trying to think, like, Lucas can't get around the servers going that way. I mean, he could. He would just have to, run again. So I was wondering if it's possible to see, like, the ceiling right there to shoot a rocket at to then still hit the servers. I don't know if that's... I don't exactly know how the spacing works out. Does that make sense what I'm asking?
Yes, I think you can hit the ceiling and still hit the servers.
Okay. And then a 5x5. I think... If you also think it's reasonable to say that would have a good enough look at it, if we can actually aim right there to try and get like these top 4.
It's 5 squares. It's 5 squares, 10 meters, isn't it? It's a 5x5 square. So that's 10 meters. Yeah, it's 10 meters by 10 meters or 5 squares by 5 squares. So if you're hitting, you said here?
Yeah. Or, well, like 1 or 2 up from that, actually.
You would be able to hit quite a good bit if you aimed it above right here.
Okay, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know it was that. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna try. If you think it's reasonable that we have a shot there,
you're gonna have to be very precise because these are very tall. If you do miss your grenade launcher DV, it is possible you could hit yourself, S, and Iris.
Well, that would be great. We're gonna try and do it. We're gonna try and do it.
Okay. If you're aiming for here, that is at 14 meters. For a grenade launcher at 14, that is, you need to beat a 15 DV.
We will add 4 luck points to it.
Okay.
Bringing us from a +9 to a +13, so I just need above a 2. Well, a 2, actually. I got a 5, so...
Alrighty. What does this look like as you shoot that rocket launcher into the ceiling of this room? Past about a 7-foot tall server.
I think he runs to that spot, and he's... For a moment, he's kind of taking his time trying to line up the shot, but seeing S sprint in and give chase. I think he quickly just kind of pulls it up real quick, just to shoot at the ceiling. Like he was trying to line it up, but just have to be quick with it. So just hitting middle of the ceiling there, and hoping that it takes them all out.
Okay, go ahead and roll your 8d6s.
Do double sixes matter for servers?
For servers, no.
Collapsed lung or something on the server would be great. 12, 14, 16, 21. That was 5. 26, 28, 30.
With 30 damage, you hit the ceiling and it explodes in this room. Those 6 servers start to malfunction and you can hear the sputtering of electronics. And with that much damage to the ceiling cracks. The floor above you starts to fall in. Rocks cave in on these servers and in the room you were in. Rubble comes in. The sprinkler system above them looks like it tries to go off, but can't as the ceiling collapses and water starts to drip through the pipes in the ceiling. Again, 6 of these servers are destroyed and sputtering with that much damage done to them. S will look at you, head tilts, robotic-like voice. So that is your plan.
I think it's a damn good one. Worked out so far.
And you think that will get rid of us?
I don't know just yet, but I'm excited to find out.
He nods and readies those blades. With that, JD is actually going to... Yes.
I just want to use our movement yet to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right down there. And that's all.
Perfect. Yes, you were able to shoot that off and run towards the back of the server room. JD is going to take a step out, looks in that corner, slightly panicked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gets there. 22. Shoots a shot, does not hit. And with that is now Andra's go. Andra peeks her head out. For anybody who can see in that elevator right now, blood is kind of dripping from her nose down the front of her face. Okay, she takes her gun out, looks down the sights, takes a shot at Clarice, and actually will hit. But you see Clarice is wearing or has something embedded under her skin where you hear this clunk as that bullet hits and does nothing. With that, it is S's go. With it being S's turn, S is going to see Iris is standing right there. You will not win, if that is what your plan is. I do hope you realize that.
Maybe, but we're still gonna try.
Need to beat a 23 evasion.
Is it just dodge or no, evade?
Evade.
You said evade. Duh. Where am I? Is it 22?
23.
23. No, I don't.
The damage as he slices into you, it's almost very quick swish, almost like it's trying to slit your throat. That is going to be 3, 6, 10.
Okay. Well, she, with a very determined look, still holding her gun out like she's ready to shoot. She kind of stares, I think, for a minute, and then she'll fall backwards as she collapses.
And as you collapse, he stands over your body with his blade at the ready. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lucas, roll an evasion. Need to beat a 25.
We got a 17.
Alrighty. Armor, halved, rounded up. 12.
Okay.
As you are running towards the back of the servers, you feel this blade, very sharp blade, cut your back, slice through you very cleanly. With that, Iris, roll a death save.
What do I need to beat?
Whatever your body is, needs to be equal to that or lower. You also quick fixed the hand, so you do not add the +1.
Okay. So it's just straight then.
Straight D10.
Okay. Said lower.
Lower.
Got a 3.
Okay. You are stable enough to take an action. Do you stabilize yourself? Or do you take a shot? Or do you do something else entirely?
Hold on, let me see. You said so a 10 by 10 is 5 squares?
Yes.
Okay, so if I did would if I were just in theory, if I were to put out a smoke grenade, would this cover S?
That would cover S for that little bit that he is in, but he could easily just step out of it.
You could, okay. I think at this point it's probably best to try to hang on for as long as possible. So I think we're going to stabilize.
Your DV is a 15.
First aid?
First aid. Or paramedic, whichever's higher.
I think it's just first aid. Yeah, I have a +0 to paramedic, so. I got a 10.
Okay. You do not stabilize yourself. You will be rolling a death save +1 next turn.
Okay. just really quickly, as she's trying to stabilize, she'll try to yell out to Lucas, like, keep going, don't stop, just like keep telling him to keep going.
And with that, Cerveau, you're up.
I'll come back to me. I will. In the room here, I hear what's going on. And can I see out of this doorway? Like, can I see JD coming running out here? Does it have a window or anything in it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to take the opportunity in here to go ahead and administer the speed heal I have on me.
Okay. You administer the speed heal. That's body plus will. Back to your HP. And you cannot take another one.
Open. That is my action as well. But I see... How does JD look?
Roll me a human perception, please.
I don't think I'm any good at those. Let's see here. 5 plus 7, 12.
He has a few bullet wounds.
So kind of roughed up. I'll step out where I am. 1, 2. Would it be feasible to remain in the doorway and like partial cover?
You would need to be in the room to get the cover.
Okay, I'll just step out then to provide another target so he doesn't, And that's all I can do.
Alrighty, with that, Clary, seeing you have stepped out of the room, will take 1, 2, 3, gets a little bit closer. She will shoot at Cerveau, your evens. That was a 4. That is a 24 to hit.
Ooh, I can try to evade?
You can. You may try to evade.
24. Ugh. Okay, I only have a 12 for evasion, so let's see what happens. I got a crit. I crit.
Oh?
Failed.
Oh.
So 13 minus 4, I got a 9.
10, 12, 14 points as she looks down the sights and takes a shot. Very precise aim as she hits you for the 14 points.
How much is my armor abated?
Just 1.
Okay. Well, there goes the speed heal.
I asked you to work with us. Funny to see you here.
I'm keeping my options open. But you wouldn't want to kill a potential client, would you?
Client. Done it before. How's Molly, by the way?
You know exactly how Molly is.
Yes, I do. With that, Lucas, you're up.
Okay, we are going to move. I think we're going to look back and see Iris. And just kind of give a silent nod of like, thank you for slowing him down a little bit. And keep going. We're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to go right there. And I don't know, like, I think we want to take out that one, the bomb that Lucas and Bob's made, the one that can walk a little bit. We're not using it for its walking purpose right now, but we want to try, like, kind of as like a drive-by, as we're running by, if there is like a gap in some of the servers here or something where it looks like we can kind of like just nudge it into hopefully a good spot. Then also set the timer to go off.
Okay. There are wires and things. There's not necessarily a gap because these are pretty tight knit. You could try to throw it on top and set the timer.
Okay. Yeah, then I think that's what we'll do. That was going to be, if there wasn't the gap, I was going to ask about going on top then.
You got it. Go ahead and roll a throw.
What does that count as?
Throw is an athletics check. And you need to beat a DV of 16, I believe.
We will use 2 more luck points on that.
You got it.
Yeah, and we just want to... Yeah, we want to just try to have it land like right on top. Like we don't want it to move. We just want it to land on top of the server and stay there as the timer counts down.
Okay. Yeah, you need to beat a 16 for your throw.
Okay, so 7 on the die. You said it was athletics.
Yep.
Plus 10 with the luck points, so 17.
With a 17, that beats it. You're able to toss this little thing up on that server. Roll me a d6 divided by 2. Divide it by 2.
I got a 4.
Alrighty, and 2 rounds. That will go off.
Cool. And then we'll use our one last square movement just to keep going by.
You got it. And with that, it's JD's turn. JD, seeing that Iris is crumpled in that room, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, will come in here. Will try to stabilize. Unfortunately, does not stabilize. As he gets down, he tries to first aid for you and fails with a 11. Yeah, 11. As he tries to get you back up, and where you've been sliced, you are bleeding profusely. Seeing that S is chasing his brother. Shit. Will continue to move forward. It's now Andra's turn. Andra, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets right there and will take a shot at Clarice. That is going to hit. A little bit of that will go through, and her armor is ablated by 1. Clarice will look. I knew you were a bad product. With that, it is now S's turn. S seeing somebody new coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets right here. Lucas, roll me a d10. And Cerveau, roll me a d10.
5.
I got a 7.
Okay. As you see, JD takes a strike, a slice from those blades on like his torso. With that, Iris, roll me a d10. Lucas, roll me a d10.
8.
It was a crit success.
Okay. Roll again. With a crit success. Sorry.
And then a crit failure on top of that.
That's okay, though. That is going to be Unfortunately, not enough. Alrighty, as you see, he takes 2 quick slices to his torso, cannot quite get out of the way. With that, it is now Iris's turn. Make a death save. +1.
That is a 9 to +1. My body is a 5.
How does Iris die in this room?
As she's kind of like wrestling with the fact that she's not going to make it out, she sees like very brief, like very fuzzy, I think, glimpses of her childhood. It wasn't much. Her parents were only together for a short period of time, and then it was just her and her mom, and then her mom was pretty non-existent, and it was just kind of her for a while. And she kind of thinks about all that she's done and how she wanted to be, not the best, but she wanted to be a part of something that made a difference. And although she won't be able to see it out, I think she has like a little smile as she thinks about how she did that. How meeting Cerveau and Lucas brought her into being a part of something big that could make a difference for all the people that were being taken advantage of, killed, hurt. And although she wouldn't be able to write the big expose, at least she got to be a part of it. She'll be looking up, watching JD and S. I think she'll just close her eyes and I think that'll be like her last thought. It's just that she got to be a part of something.
And with that, as Iris closes her eyes for the final time, it is now Cervo's turn.
Okay. I'm going to move a little closer to Clarice. I think I need to do 3, but let me measure 2. Yeah, I'll move 3 up so I can get within the lowest pistol range. Hold my gun up to firing, and before I do, I will again yell to her in this sort of mid-combat conversation we're having. We know what you are doing behind the wall, and whether it's us here today or Nexus, you're going to get burnt. You're going to get what's coming to you. And you better hope it's actually us.
What's coming to me?
Oh, you don't even know. You don't even know what you're messing with, do you?
Enlighten me.
Oh, Nexus will enlighten you soon enough. And I'll take a shot.
Alrighty, go ahead.
Come on now, Cerveau, don't let me down. 19.
Roll your damage.
Oh, I got a 6, but not doubles. 11. 2 1s in that, unfortunately. Does double 1s count? Snake eyes?
No. Some of that does go through, and she jolts back a little bit. Is that what is coming for me? You really think a little scratch like that's going to do something to me?
No, I'm just trying to slow you down.
With that, is there any other movement you wish to take?
Yeah, as I say all that badass shit, or trying to sound badass, I'm still going to backpedal. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, you got it. And with
Badass.
that, so badass. The lights in this room begin to flicker. And then the lights go out. The only lights on in this room now are the emergency lights that come on when power has been turned off to a room. The servers do give a little bit of light as well. Someone has turned off the lights. Anything that relies on sight will be a -4. And with that, JD is up. JD is going to take a shot against S. 60. Cerveau, roll me a d10.
Yes, ma'am. That would be a 5.
Okay. With that, JD pulls out his gun, lines it up center mass with S's torso, and you hear a bullet penetrate through metal. That is going to be some damage as that goes through, and you hear the whirring of gears and wires that slightly break. Lucas, you almost have it!
Almost done. Just a few more. Please get out of here if you can. Just shouting it over the servers, hoping that he listens.
And with that, 1, 2, 3, 4. Andra walks up. Takes a shot at Clarice. You've always been a right cunt, you know that, right? And she hits, but you can hear the bullet bounce off of whatever armor Clarice has. S is now up. Go ahead, Lucas, Iris, roll me a d10.
That's a crit fail for a 1.
Go ahead and roll your critical failure too.
Or it's a 7. So
Okay. Lucas.
Well, would you believe it? I rolled the exact same thing. I got a crit success and then a 1 right after. So
Okay. As S takes a swipe again at JD, and JD is able to evade as he takes a step back. Lucas, Cerveau, roll me a d10.
3.
6.
S prepares for the next one and manages to hit. Math is hard.
For real.
And that slices very deep for JD. As blood starts to splatter in this room, and you can almost hear it dripping on the floor as this room is falling apart. With that, Cerveau, you're up.
Okay. This chick is toast. It's going to move up and shoot at her again. I think it was... I want to say it's there, but let me measure. I want to be right on the outside of this range. Yeah, we'll move up there to get in the closest range and take on the shot with the very heavy. Crit success. So that is a 21 plus 8. 29.
Roll your damage.
Another 11.
Okay. That some of that goes through. You've got to do better than that.
Why are you trying to antagonize me? We're here to fuck this place up.
And you're doing such a shit job at it. Got in a little over your head, didn't you?
I'm still figuring that part out.
You won't be remembered. I do hope you know that.
It's not about that.
Isn't it always for people like you?
No. You'll be remembered, though, for what she just said you are. And I'll nod over to Andra.
With that, is there any movement you wish to take?
Yeah, I'm going to backpedal after talking shit like that. I moved 4 up. We'll do 1, 2, 3 back.
Okay. With that, Clarice takes a shot and hits Andra. Some of that goes through. You see Andra hold her gut, but she still lifts her gun up to shoot. And with that, Lucas, you're up.
Okay, we're continue to move. 2, 3, 4, 5. And for this one, I think we want to use... I think this one we want to try and use our cyber arm to shoot a grenade in this area. I know it's dark. It's a 5x5 square again? Or...
5x5 square. So if you threw it there, you could hit all 3 of those, including the one you're standing by. From there, with a -4 at 16, you need to beat a 15 on the grenade launcher to get it where you want it to go.
Actually, we might be able to do that. So it would hit all 3 of those.
It would hit 4 of them, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like that's the best shot. We're going to add our last 2 luck points onto that as well.
Okay.
which makes this shot, so it makes it. You said it was a 15, so I just need to not roll a 1.
Okay, don't roll a 1.
I got a 6 on the die.
Alrighty. You shoot at the server with your grenade launcher. Go ahead and roll 66s.
Okay. 9, 10, 16, 22.
With 22 points, you see the sputtering of 4 servers, including the one next to you, as they explode. And again, some of the ceiling begins to crack. If you will please roll me an athletics check as a piece of the ceiling falls in where you are standing.
Okay, I guess so. I got a 6 on the die, plus 10, so 16.
Plus, 16. You are able to get out of the way as part of the ceiling crumbles in, and there are lots of things above you, heavy things above you, that are starting to crash into this floor. You also only have 1 turn until the bomb you set on top of one of the other servers goes off. You are currently in range of that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We can't move any further than what we have, and we use our action to shoot. So,
okay. With that,
just hope to evade or something.
You got it. What did you rolled a 17. So we'll just have you roll against that if you are in range of that bomb going off.
Okay.
Lucas, that was your turn. As the ceiling begins to crumble, everything that's blocked off with these squares is no longer terrain that you can really use. As the ceiling is falling in, everything above you is falling in. The lights in this room flicker back on. And with that, you no longer have that -4 to your sight rolls. JD is up. JD is going to try to... what would he do here? He's going to take a step back. 1, 2, 3. Try to step out this room. He's going to shoot at S. Cerveau, roll me a d10. Iris, roll me a d10.
A 5 again.
8.
Okay. With that, you hear that shot meet, and that is going to be... that does do a little bit of damage to S, as it looks like he's just kind of walking it off, but some of that does go through. With that, it's Andra's turn. Andra is going to... take another 2 steps forward, get close to Clarice. That is going to hit. Does a little bit of damage, but not much. As you can tell, Andra is starting to weaken and is hard for her to get her aim. And with that, it's S's turn. S... seeing JD is walking away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starts making his way to Lucas. With that, Cerveau, you are up. And Cerveau, your phone buzzes. Your agent starts to ding.
Can I sneak a peek at it without using an action or anything?
Yeah,
I would like to.
it's your mom.
Is it a call or a message?
It's a message.
Is there a way I can see it?
Roll me a perception check.
Crit fail. 6 minus 7. Minus 1.
You see Love Mom on it. As you just catch the tail end.
I'm doing all this with my gun hand, so I have like it wrapped around the grip of the pistol and I'm holding it. I'll just drop it back in my tracksuit jacket pocket, run up to Clarice and take another shot.
You got it.
Yeah, that's what we want. I will shoot with the very heavy. Right at her. Drop my dice, that's not a good sign. Hang on, this is my lucky one that rolls well. Okay, here we go. 16.
A 16 hits.
Roll damage.
Roll damage.
Come on, double sixes, wouldn't that be cool? Not this time. 6. Only 10 points this time. Running low on the damage. Or rolling low.
Some of that does go through.
And these are very heavy, so these are abating by 2, right? Ablating, sorry.
Okay. You have the armor piercing rounds in?
Sorry, yeah, AP rounds. Yeah, I've had
You
those.
got it.
Same ones I used in the last fight. Sorry, I should have specified. That's all I've used since I bought them.
You got it. With that, more of that goes through than what you originally thought. Is there anything else we should do on your turn?
I think I moved 3 up. Andrew's not looking great, but is she? I'm assuming she's not looking great because she wasn't looking great before, and then she got hit a couple times since then.
She is not looking good.
I will stay put, actually. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. With that, Clarice is just maniacally laughing, pulls out this device again. Think I can try again. Presses a button. Cerveau, roll me a d10. Lucas, roll resist torture and drugs.
6.
I got a crit success. That is the clutchest thing ever. And then I rolled a 7 on the next one.
Okay.
For 29.
You feel it trying to take hold like you're about to have a heart attack. But you're able to shrug it off as S is making his way towards you.
I think we feel that, and we kind of just like kind of just lean over a second as we're taking the pain, just say to ourselves, just not yet.
It'll take hold soon. You won't be around much longer.
Yeah, no, I've accepted that a while ago. Have you accepted it though?
My existence is but fleeting.
Yeah, you are right about that.
But I never had a life to lose. I can just be remade.
Well, good. Just tell him to make a prettier model next time.
And with that, Andra hits her knees. Can't quite catch her breath. JD looks like he is lost on what to do. But we'll choose Lucas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And with that, Andra can't catch her breath, will lose her turn. It is now S's turn. S will step up. Lucas, roll me an evade.
I don't have any more luck points to add to it, so...
He crit failed. You need to beat a 13.
And we did beat a 13.
He takes a swipe at you with those blades. The same blades that took out Rose Red. The same blades that took out Jax months ago. Tries to stab you with it and fails. Next one, as he's got an ROF of 2, he swipes down to try to swipe into your chest, and that is going to be a 28.
Okay. I have a plus 15 to evade, so I need a crit success, and then I need to roll over a 2 on if I get the crit success. I did not get a crit success.
Okay. There are double 6s. Armor is half rounded up. That is 13 points.
And Lucas falls to the ground after that one.
Okay. And with that, as you fall, you hear someone screaming for you. That was S's turn. Cerveau, you're up.
I gotta keep shooting at Clarice. I'm taking another shot. An aimed shot is -8, right? Am I remember that correctly?
Yes, you are.
What would -8 give me? A +3? And I'd have to be. I'd have to crit.
You can always use luck points.
I could use luck points. What I want to do is, you know what? Hell yeah, why not? I would like to take an aimed shot at Clarice's head. I thought about her gadget, but I'm going to go for the head because, she can't push it if she's dead. And I'm going to pour 8 luck points into it. So that cancels out the aimed shot debuff.
That it does.
So now it's just a straight roll.
It's just a straight roll.
Come on, don't crit fail. I did not crit fail. I got a 19.
Okay. You said you're aiming for her head?
Her head. I want to try to kill shot this.
Okay. Roll your damage and double it.
Okay. So roll all of it and just double the amount?
Yes.
No double 6s. But my highest damage roll all night, 12 times 2, 24.
24 points. Armor for her head has not been touched yet. But with 24 points. Do you want to describe how you shoot her head? For 13 points on her.
Yeah, so Cervo's missing an arm. And I think what he's going to do is kind of turn sideways like those Olympic target shooters and just hold it up and close one eye and aim for the dome.
And as you aim for the dome, it does tear a big chunk of her face. Does a lot of damage to her. You can tell she's starting to bleed as blood pours from that wound down the rest of her face onto that emerald and green dress that she is currently wearing. That's how you take a shot. Too bad that'll be the only one you have. Maybe you'd be good at counter intel, eventually.
I'll just let her say it. I said all I needed to just then.
Any movement you wish to take?
With Andrew right there, I want to remain a viable target for her, so I'm going to stay right there in range.
Okay. With that is now her turn. Evens is you, odds is Andra. Evens. That's a crit failure. 19. You may try to evade.
She crit failed with a 19. God
Excuse
damn.
me. She is seriously wounded. 17.
17. My evasion's a plus 10. I still got to roll pretty high. Oh, no, I got a 13. So even if I add the extra luck points, no, I get hit.
$13 points.
To my body.
To your body.
Ablated by 1.
Ablated by 1.
Cervo's looking not so hot.
She will take a step forward after she takes her shot and aim it down at Andra's head. With that, Lucas, you feel your muscles tear. You do have a critical injury because of 2 6s, or double 6s. As that blade literally slices through your muscles, through your chest. Roll us a death save. +1.
Our body's a 7. I got a 5.
You are 1 under your death save. You are stable enough to take an action or to stabilize yourself.
If we hear the shout, and I mean, I'm assuming it was JD that's now running down here.
Mm-hmm.
Can we? Okay. We want to put out our one hand, like telling JD just to stop running over here, like non-verbal dislike, but looking as intensely as we can, like trying to tell him just stop, don't come any closer. Partly because the other bomb is about to go off. But I'm hoping also that putting the hand out, you tell me if this is allowed, because I have no idea. I'm hoping that putting the other hand out might be enough to distract S, to then reach into our pocket with our other hand, take out that cigarette case bomb that we have, and try to find, like, if there's a joint or just a little compartment, something we can attach this to. We want to try and put it on his leg, or somewhere that, like I said, that it just seems like it would fit, won't fall out.
Okay. With that, go ahead and roll me a pickpocket to see if you can put it into a little slot of his.
Just pick back. There it is. $14.
With a 14. Cerveau, roll me a d10.
7.
As you try to put the cigarette case into one of S's compartments, S grabs your hand. That won't do. Nice try.
Well, I thought it was worth a shot. I've heard smoking kills, so I was hoping it would work here. And regardless if we actually land it, like put it in a compartment, we're still pressing the button. Like safety's off, the timer started.
Okay. The timer has started, it's in your hands. Do you remember how long that timer goes?
I think we said it was 1 turn, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't totally... No, it was 6 seconds, so 2, actually.
2.
Because the turn is 3 seconds each, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so then 2 turns.
And with that, as you are pressing the button for the cigarette case, your other bomb goes off. Roll me 66s.
$19, $21. Double 6s for 27.
27. Cerveau, roll me a d10.
A 5.
Okay. You said 27 points?
Yeah.
S's back is to you. I need you to roll an evasion too. You need to beat a 17.
Oh, that was a crit failure. Got a 7.
Okay. Hold on, let me do some math here. What we're going to say, S took the brunt of that. He is over you. You will still need to make a death save next turn. But instead of a +2, we're going to make it a +3.
Okay.
Those servers, all of the servers are now taken down. With that, Lucas just went. The bomb went off. JD.
Yeah, and through this, if at all we can still, like, if it's with eyes, just communicate with JD saying, please just don't come this way. We're doing our best to communicate that. I don't know how that would work right now, but if at all possible, we want to do that.
Roll me a persuasion check. The DV is going to be a 15.
Okay. That seems... Persuasion. Okay. Got an 11.
He sees the hand come up. He still goes over. As he is running, gun is ready. He did have to use his action to run. And with that, Andra's turn. Gasping for breath, will try to swat the gun off of her head and bring her own up. That will hit. She does some damage here. Clarice looks slightly bloodied at this point. With that, it is S's turn. S will look at the two of you. I don't have to cling to life the same way you do. We can all blow up if that's what you wish. He will start slicing at JD. Lucas, roll me a D10. Cerveau, roll me a D10.
I got a 3.
I also got a 3.
Okay. That slices deep into JD as JD is almost using his body to cover Lucas's. With that, if you both would roll me another D10.
I got a 5 this time.
I also got a 5.
You just want to be me so bad, huh?
I look up to you, Lucas. You're like you want to grow up.
I don't think that's happening.
I don't think anybody's growing up.
Blood is pouring from the wounds in JD's torso. And it's just flowing in this puddle at your feet, Lucas. With that, Cerveau, you're up.
I'm just going to keep blasting at this woman until she goes down, because she's getting hit all over and she's... Let's keep blasting.
Okay, roll to hit.
$15.
A 15 at your range hits.
Okay, come on. Give me some, let me roll the other dice set. Give me some double 6s. Here we go. Double 5s, not double 6s. 15 total. And that's AP armor again, or AP rounds again.
That hits hard as you take that shot, and you can hear her start to gurgle as she can't quite catch her breath. Is there anything else you wish to do?
I'd love to shoot her again, but that's my action. I'm going to stay... I mean, at this range, she can hit me either way, so I'm actually going to and close on her there and move up.
Okay. She will look at you and look at the woman that she has that can barely catch her breath. She will put the gun to Andrew's head and do an aimed shot. Cerveau, roll me a d10.
Is this the shot or is this an evasion?
This is the shot.
Oh no, I rolled a negative $1 billion. Actually, let me pick the dice that rolls low. It didn't roll low. 7.
Okay. That is going to hit. Let me double check. That is going to hit. Let me do some math here. You see Clarice hold the gun to Andra's head, and she watches you while she does it. She pulls the trigger. The bullet goes through the top of Andra's head, out the side of her face. Her body collapses. Bad product. With that, Lucas, you're up.
I think as we're doing our best to still, like, attach the cigarette thing to S, I think we're going to look at JD. Just go. Please, just try. Get yourself out. Get Andra. Get Iris. Get Sir. Get them all out. Just go.
He stands defiantly in front of his brother.
I don't even know then with the Can we try and, like, show him the cigarette case and just mouth, like, boom? Just so he understands, like, I don't think Lucas wants to let go here. Because if there's going to be any shot anyone makes it out, it's taking S now and just hoping that they're getting the job done with Clarice.
Okay. Roll me your death save first. +3.
That's right, it was +3. It was an 8 on the die.
As you mouth boom to JD, how does Lucas die in this room?
With mouthing the boom, I think he's still trying to give as an intensive a look to JD as he can. Like, he means everything that he's just said. But then falls limp shortly after. And I think using JD's face as a mirror, I think he thinks back to a time when he was looking in a mirror, just taking in what he saw. Probably maybe just a couple days after Laz died, just looking at the cuts, the bruises, the everything. And how in the mirror he saw Andra in the back, just sitting on a beanbag in the corner of the room. And continues to think about everyone else in his life, all the hands that helped make him who he is, with Bob's, Dom, I mean, just everyone in the clan. He's thinking of Iris, Cerveau, Rox, Andra, and then Laz. And I think especially when he's thinking about those last two, he's hopeful that things will be finished here, that plan will work. But I think he then quickly shifts over just to the excitement of seeing both Andra and Laz again.
And a brain always gives you your final thoughts in those last 7 seconds. And as you close your eyes, as you hear JD screaming, "No, no, stay with me. Please don't go. Please don't go." Andra stands before you. And she holds out her hand. Your Andra holds out a hand.
He just walks up and takes it, trying to just keep the emotions down, but I don't think he can. He sees her, just grabs her hand. I've missed you so much.
I've missed you. Laz is right around the corner.
Everything's okay now.
Everything's okay.
I've recovered.
And she gives you this tight squeeze. And you hear Laz calling for both of you. As Andra holds you. Welcome home.
We're just gonna give her the tightest hug we could possibly give.
And with that, Lucas closes his eyes for the last time. JD screaming. Well, look at S. Look at the bomb that is in Lucas's hand. Cerveau, roll me a d10.
Four.
He tries to get it to stick. Your bomb to stick to S. And realizing he can't. Doesn't quite know what to do. Lucas, roll me a d10.
It was a 5.
Roll me one more. Because that was dead center.
That one was a 9.
With that being on the higher end of 10. JD will 1, 2, 3 place the bomb and drop it on the floor. 1, 2, 3 starts to run. And with that, Iris, roll me a d10.
7.
You hear Cerveau. Andra tries to reach for Clarice's feet, almost like one last act of defiance. And you hear A death rattle come from her as she lets out a final breath and doesn't move. It is now S's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4 gets up to JD. Cerveau, roll me a d10. Lucas, roll me a d10.
7.
Got a 6.
S takes that blade and swipes it up JD's back. JD staggers, hits his knees. And you hear him shakily, well, no one would hear him say this, but he shakily says, "I'm sorry." S takes his last attack. Lucas, roll me a d10.
That's an 8.
I don't understand why you all cling to life so hard. For it is fleeting. And the harder you cling to it, the more likely you are to lose it. S swipes at the back of JD's neck, and JD crumples. With that, Cerveau, you're up.
I don't know what's going on in that room, do I?
You have no idea.
But after seeing what she just did to Andra and looking at me before doing it, I'm just going to keep blasting. Center mass. Shoot her again.
Roll to hit.
17.
Roll your damage.
Not great. 8 points. 2 1s in that.
How do you wish to do this?
I would say, I mean, at this point, we're point blank range. So if she was able to hold that gun to Andra's head, I put the barrel of mine right at her sternum. And I would say that kind of gun at that kind of range probably blows a hole out where if there was a camera on the other side, you could see Cerveau looking through her at it.
And with that hole, she falls backwards. Looks like she's got some quip she wants to say, but it just starts gushing, and she is in this pool.
I will look down at her as she is bleeding out. And I'll look her right in the eye and I'll say, all these fabricated lives, and you were the fakest bitch of all. And then I will move towards the server room because I got to figure out what the hell's going on in there. And as I'm moving, let's see, I have 7 move. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I like peek in and see what's going on from here?
This room is rubble. Water is leaking from the ceiling. Fire from explosions are still going because the sprinkler system isn't on. You notice the servers are gone. They have been taken care of. Over the rubble, you see S standing tall, and he is the only one you see.
He's the only one I see, right?
Yes.
Do I see Iris?
Iris is right next to you. Yes, you see Iris's body.
So seeing Iris and then looking up and seeing only S and the rest of the room is destroyed. I'm just going to yell out. I'm going to say, Lucas, JD, it's time to go. Are we ready?
You hear JD in haggard breaths. Run. Get her out and run.
Hearing that, I look back at Andra and I won't say anything, and I'll start moving. 1, 2, there's only 2 I have left towards the door.
Okay. And with that...
Quick question though.
Yes.
Do I have one of our badges on me?
I believe it was you that had it, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
And with that, Lucas, roll me 66s.
$25.
With that, as that bomb explodes, S falls forward. Bits and pieces of S start to fall off as he moves, like he's about to break, like a piece of machinery that isn't operating the way it should. But he still stands up. JD. Passes out. The lights begin to flicker, and the lights turn off once more. S stomps on JD's body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With that, Cerveau, you're up.
Okay. Is there any light still coming from the elevator? Does it look like that might still be working?
The elevator is still working.
Okay. I'm going to book it as much as I can towards there. I've got 7 normally, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can make it right to the door. and then I will use my action to move more and get inside. And I don't know if I can still hit the button or not to try to go back up to ground floor.
I will say you were able to as you press the button on the elevator. As you do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see S charging towards that elevator. With that, the doors close. What are you doing?
Probably hunched over at this point. I'm really injured. I've got one arm. I'm keeping it out to make sure this turret doesn't pop out that we were told about. Got this badge on me, hoping it works still.
You actually see the turret is hanging limply. As it's already been taken out.
Well, that's a relief. How many floors up do I have to travel? 15?
15.
I'll take another look at my agent that I missed earlier.
You got a text from Sarah that says, looking forward to seeing you today. Got Tracker to get us some Nicolas, and I'll have Bucka Slice waiting. Love you lots. Love, Mom.
I'll put it up for now. And just keep an eye on that. Whatever it is in the elevator that shows the progression of the floors. And I'll go ahead and reload my pistol as well.
Okay. You're able to reload your pistol. You watch the progression go at 15, 14, all the way back up to ground. The elevator does not stop on your way up. And as the doors open to the main lobby, Cerveau, roll me a d10.
I got a 10.
Okay. Lucas, roll me a d10.
Also got a 10.
Okay. Iris, roll me a d10.
I did not get a 10, unfortunately. I got a 3.
Okay. With that, Cerveau, roll me a perception check.
Perception starts with a P. An 8.
You still see Autumn Lawrence in this room looking out of the glass windows to the entrance. The S models that were here, there is only one currently with her as they are both staring towards the front door. How do you get out of here?
That is a good question. How should I get out of here, GM?
Do you?
What gives my highest chance of success? So they're staring towards the front door. I know we came in like a side entrance, right?
Correct.
Can I see what they're looking at the front door? Do I happen to see Mads and Score still out there?
Yes, you still see Mads and Score out there.
Okay. I'm just going to try to go quietly back the way we came in. I don't want to draw any attention to myself.
Roll a stealth check.
I got my 3 special luck points to see if I need them. It's not great. It's not terrible. 16. 9 plus 7.
You were able to slink past them and get to the side door.
Can I exit the side door?
It is open for you to exit.
I will do that. Do I have Graves' contact information?
You do not.
I'm trying to think who I do have.
You have Doc Ice, you have Bug.
Yeah, I really don't want to call Bug. Doc Ice won't do anything for free.
You have Voodoo Boys.
I do have the VDBs. I'm going to message my contact with Voodoo Boys. I'm going to stay kind of on the side of the building, I guess, but try to stay out of sight. And I'm going to say, open contract for any of the boys that want to cause a ruckus at Persona Craft HQ. The prize is some, what is the word? Highly confidential information about what Persona Craft has been doing behind the black wall. I know you boys love that shit. Get on it.
Roll a persuasion check.
It's an 11. If you tell me that I need anything up to a 14, I'd love to add luck to it.
You send that message. Do you wait here for a while?
I'm going to call Matt.
You call him. Picks up.
I say, hey, Mads, you don't have to talk to me. I'm trying to get us away out of here. It could get a little bit crazy here shortly. You and Scorpio ready to make a break for it. You'll know when you see it. I'll wait a moment to see if he does anything.
He doesn't respond, but you know he's on the other line and he doesn't hang up.
I'll just say next time we talk, it'll be in person. And then I'll hang up.
Okay. Do you wait for a distraction?
Yeah, because I want to make sure it happens. And if it doesn't, we'll see. Plan B.
As you wait, there are some screens in this garage. And they start to flash just softly.
I don't I don't know how this even works, but I think I'll look at the screens, maybe just glance around at them and just give sort of a recognizing, appreciative nod. And I've only got one arm. I would clutch the little keychain, but I'll keep it on the pistol for now. The thought goes through my head.
And as time passes, as you're waiting in that garage, you start to hear ruckus and screaming outside and guns being fired. Wheels are burning. Like that screeching rubber. You hear the sounds of big smoke grenades going off.
Do I have any visibility out front?
It's covered in smoke. You could try, but a -4.
I might as well give it a shot if I'm here. Perception?
Yes.
-4 gives me a +1. 7.
You can't really make anything out. You just hear burning rubber, burning tires, screeching of vehicles making a distraction, making a ruckus outside this building. Gunfire.
I'm going to try to start moving out of the garage and away from the building.
And you were able to do so. You were able to make it from this building. With everybody that went with you into that building, you were the only one able to get out.
Do I have any sense or idea of how long we were in there?
The sun is starting to rise.
I'm going to... Am I sort of out of the zone of influence now? Am I away from headquarters?
Yes.
I mean, I look like shit. I feel like shit, but I'm going to start making my way to, I'm going to start making my way to Pacifica.
Okay. Anywhere in Pacifica you go, specifically?
Right to my place.
You make it back to your place. What are you doing?
I'm going to message Mads, not call him, just message him. And say, I'm going to say, please come home. Please tell me you can come home.
You don't get a message right away. But after some time, you hear the sound of a big truck engine outside of your house.
I'll peek out.
It's Graves' truck.
Can I see who's in it?
Graves is in the front seat. Mads is in the passenger seat. You can't see in the back windows.
Of course he's got it blacked out. I'll step outside then.
Mads gets out of the truck. And as soon as he gets out, he just sits on the ground. Score opens up the back seat. Puts a hand on Mads' head. Graves gets out of the front of the truck and makes his way around and looks like he's looking for someone.
I'll try to catch his eye. And I'll just shake my head.
Rave stands there for a moment. And you can tell that that's heavy as his shoulders begin to sink. He takes one of his fists and he slams it into his truck, leaving a giant dent. And then he straightens up, puts his folded hands on the hood of his truck, and just nods.
I'll get up and I'll walk over to the truck and and everyone there. And I'll just say, they did it. They gave everything for it, but they did it.
Mads will look up to you from the ground. Do you think it'll work? Do you think it'll stick? Is it done? Is it over?
It'll be enough for now.
He starts crying. I tried. I really tried. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. What you did, I mean, that took guts. I don't know. I don't know if it was guts or what, but I don't know anyone that would have done that. And I fully believe it's part of the reason they pulled it off.
He sobs in that fetal position almost. Score ruffles his hair. Are they dead?
Yeah. I'm the only one that came out of there. I mean, I like it all happened so fast. I saw Andra. I saw Iris. JD and Lucas were together. I couldn't see in. JD just yelled, "Run." And I don't think he would tell me to run otherwise.
Braves will... You didn't see his body then? There's a chance.
I mean, June, there's always a chance, but it was a massacre down there. I mean, that whole bottom floor is destroyed. I mean, if anything, Lucas fucked that place up.
Sounds about right.
I mean, he went down swinging if I've ever seen anyone.
He gives a nod. And you see the look of somebody who just lost their best friend on his face.
I'll sort of silently share that moment with him, but not say anything.
And with that, time passes. And what better way to start your day than with the news? Rise and shine, Night City. It's time to wake up and hope you don't meet the wrong end of a polymer one-shot. Make a bet, Choom, because yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to 20. 5 towards the University District. Bet you didn't see that coming. Zetatech researchers claim to have developed a self-repairing synthetic muscle fiber capable of regenerating faster than natural tissue. Never worry about leg cramps while you're stuffing it, I guess. While the medical applications are promising, rumors suggest early test subjects experienced uncontrollable spasms and aggression. Zetatech declined further comment. We may be seeing more people chipping in and a lot more max stack. Netwatch confirms a brief but significant fluctuation along the Blackwall this week. This is the largest anomaly in over a year. While officials insist the Blackwall remains intact, several runners reported hearing voices bleeding through secured channels. Netwatch urges calm. Unofficially, though, runners are already diving in. If you start to smell something foul in Beaverville, a gonk probably had their brain fried. What kind of handle is Artie Cull? Bit on the nose, don't you think? Anyway, thanks to the reporting from AC, we have footage of what looks to be a child holding a grown man hostage. Cyber psychos are getting younger and younger these days. What the hell are you feeding your kids nowadays? Or are you gonks just cybering them up? This is why I hate kids. Chooms, you won't believe the deets someone flicked me yesterday. They're juicy, they're delicious, and we may see the fall of a big player sometime soon. I mean, who doesn't love watching someone fail? PersonaCraft has been making more than bots. Apparently, they've cracked the code of making a Organic body and giving it a personality. The implications of that. Let's just sit with that for a minute. How many times have we been scammed into seeing celebrities only for them not to be even real? Because there's some pretty big players on this list. For example, Maximilian Baxter, the one who ran for mayor earlier this year. Not real. Not real. PersonaCraft really did pull one over on Militech, huh? Let's just hope this doesn't lead to another corporate war. Settling the score? Did you see their gig this week? I did. Wasn't even them. May want to ask for your eddies back. I'm going to. And also, even our late mayor's daughter isn't real. All that talk of family, we should have seen that coming. Keep an eye out, Chooms. The people you love, hate, the person sitting next to you at the bar may just be someone else's product. We don't have many ethics here, but surely that crosses the line. Do you think we could sue? Storms are moving in this week with temperatures around 64 degrees during the day and low 50s in the prime hours. Maybe the storms will blow away some of the smog. If not, it's time to get you some laser filters, Chooms. And that's the news this morning, Night City. I'm Ellie Menipee with N54 News, bringing you the news on the hour every hour, whether you like it or not. Good luck, have fun, don't flatline. Or do. Night City moves on anyway. All of the servers and other equipment remaining in the rubble of that basement. All of those broken pieces. They were sent off to the Night City Municipal Landfill. One of those servers had a small red blinking light that continued to blink until it slowly faded away. Who knows what those servers have been scrapped for now? PersonaCraft went bankrupt after all the deets on their project were uncovered. Citizens of Night City sued them for billions of eddies and won those cases. HQ would then be repurposed into another small corp's headquarters years later. PersonaCraft is held responsible for the deaths of M. and Barrett Long. Clarice was charged for the murder of Isaiah and Tiffany Rhodes, settling the score. Jax, Rose Red, and her child, and Maximilian Baxter. She has been pronounced dead as of November 5th, 2045. Autumn Lawrence was placed in a psych ward at the City Medical Center after everything that occurred on November 4th and November 5th. Her brain broke. Detectives and the like have not been able to get a word from her since November 5th. Cerveau, with your goal completed, what do you do now?
Well, I would say to close the loop on what happened immediately after, I would have gone back to a short circuit within 24 hours and just, I don't even know if I would have had time to stop by Ripper. I might walk in there with one arm and just sluggishly sit down and order a spunky monkey.
Bug already had one waiting for you at the end of the counter. And as soon as you walk in, battered and bruised, she runs over to you and hugs you tightly. And you can tell her eyes are swollen. Dark circles under her eyes like she didn't sleep well the night before.
And I'll say, I feel like I don't deserve to be here, but I said I'd be back.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
I just put my hand on her shoulder and just nod.
What do you do with the future you now hold?
I would like to. As soon as I'm able to put myself back together physically, I think it would take a little bit longer mentally. It's probably a bit of time. Sir would spend a bit aimless. Some of it in his place, some just sort of walking the streets, trying to figure out how, and all of that came down to him as the one walking out of there. But after a while, I think a bit more of sense of future would present itself, and I would make the decision that I think I've spent enough time in Night City, and it's taken a lot. After spending a bit more time with his mother, a bit more with Bug as well, I made the decision to probably stay out there with his mom at the Aldecaldo camp and sort of try to enter back into the nomad fold that he was born into and then rejected for a while. And as he's getting ready to sort of say the final farewell to Night City, and he's sold his, well, he doesn't even own it, stopped renting his shit apartment. I'd like to go by, I think it's called the Columbarium, where the grave markers are. And I don't know what these things cost, but I'd like to leave several messages.
Who do you leave messages for?
Six people. I'll start with JD. And obviously it says, always on the case, a man of principle to the very end. And then Andra dealt a shit hand, but played it like an ace. You took your life back. Now take the rest you deserve. Then Double R, Rose Red. Best fixer in Night City, and a better mother. And then Iris, making headlines till the very end. Rest easy, Choom. Lucas, you paved your own path and helped others pave theirs. See you later on down the road. And then finally, Molly. Just say you were always better and deserved better. Thank you for always wanting the best for me. And after I do that, I've exchanged contact information with people I want to stay in touch with. But then I'll head out back to where Mom is.
And with that, some future events. Melanie was released from custody after being in prison for months. She is slowly piecing together what happened that day. But she has been deemed innocent and Persona Craft took the fall. Bug can still be found at Short Circuit with her dad's. She's still bubbly and cheerful, and always has a spunky monkey ready for Cerveau if Cerveau drops by. She ended up building popping cherries with a water gun the following year. Won the car show. She likes building parts for the occasional high-tech part for the Aldecaldo vehicles too. Sarah lived the rest of her days with the Aldecaldos, excited to have her son back. Bug actually made her some vocal tech so she can speak to everyone now. She loves trying all the different voices that you can use. Has a different one almost every single day. The Aldecaldo kids love that. Mags. On the floor of the basement of Persona Craft. Lucas's phone buzzes and buzzes and buzzes to no end. Until finally, after the news report is released, She leaves a voicemail. I love you, Lucas. My boy. My baby. I'm sorry I forced you into a role you never wanted to play. And I'm sorry. I took so much. I regret all of it. I regret all of it. Mags never went back to the Grimm family clan. Dom runs the Grimm family now. With the mailman, the Zakovas, and Mags all gone. The family now minds its own and stays pretty quiet. Bobs doesn't enjoy making bombs anymore. He typically keeps all of his fingers now. He just makes standard car parts. Bob's lost a lot of his enthusiasm after that. Graves opened up a bar in Night City called Grimm's Fable. He and Eloise run it to this day. If you don't find Graves at Grimm's Fable, he's usually at the Columbarium, where his best friend has a section. Eloise and Lily come with him sometimes. Graves and Eloise watch their little girl grow up to be a successful media, where she writes fictional stories. Try to bring a little light into a world that doesn't really care. There needs to be heroes, like the stories that she grew up with about Lucas, Cerveau, and Iris, and Mads, and Score. Artie Cull became a well-known media after that Persona Craft recording. But no matter how much fame she receives, she will feel hollow for the rest of her life. And one day, she actually calls Iris's phone, knowing that no one is there to answer it. Heard you're dead. Good riddance. And you can hear she starts to cry. Who am I supposed to be angry at now, huh? Who am I supposed to hate for Mom now? What am I supposed to do now? Like you'd care. All you cared about was getting a good story. I hope it was worth it. Mads left Night City. No one knows where he is. Settling the score, or the STS copies, were disposed of. By who, no one knows. They were just products after all. No one batted an eye, and their music was eventually forgotten about, except by die-hard fans of theirs. Baxter was taken from his classroom. A product like him should not be teaching the future of Night City. There's still a lot of debate on what should happen to him as a teacher. Liam started over. Left Night City. And eventually opened up a music school in Seattle called Tonality. Score is no more, as the score was finally settled. PersonaCraft has fallen, and Night City has moved on like it always does. The sacrifice that was made will never be remembered, will never be written in history, never taught about, unless someone writes the story. Night City forgot about the incident like it didn't happen, only after a couple years. Many, many years down the road. Somewhere far, far underground. An old laboratory remains. Old machinery lie in wait. Looks like it's almost a century old at this point. Almost seems like it's waiting for its owner to turn a switch. This machinery has a symbol on the metal of a shield and a term, Aegis 1, written on it. There is a little light on this machinery. It's dull and it's cracked with age. And it slowly blinks red. Thank you, Jooms, for playing in Homomachina. And that is where our tale ends. Thanks, Jooms, so much for joining us for Homomachina. We hope you enjoyed your BD viewing experience. I hope we'll see each other around Night City again sometime soon. But until then, we'll see you later, Jooms.